Hello dear students, welcome back. Today we will continue with our remaining transactions of question number 2 that we were doing yesterday. By now we have completed up to transaction number 8 and today we will start with transaction number 9. So kindly open your textbook and see transaction number 9 of question number 2. In transaction number 9, it is given that accounts are settled with Himani and Jaslin. So this transaction consists of two journal entries. First is Himani's account will be debited by rupees 38,000 and cash account will be credited by rupees 38,000. Now let us see calculation for this. See, here if you check transaction number 3rd, on that date we had purchased goods from Himani worth rupees 40,000. So as we had purchased it on credit, so in that sense Himani was our creditor. On date 7th, we returned goods to Himani worth rupees 2,000. So by subtracting 2,000 from 40,000, we will get 38,000. So here by paying 38,000, we settled our account with Himani. That means we had to pay her 40,000. But since as we returned goods of rupees 2,000 on date 7, so now we have to pay only 38,000 and on date 9th we have paid it rupees 38,000 to Himani. So in this way, by paying rupees 38,000, we settled our account with Himani. Now let us see the effect of this transaction on accounting equation. Let us see explanation first. Here, due to this transaction, our debts decreased since now Himani is no longer creditor for us as we have paid her rupees 38,000 and by doing this we settled our account with her. And since we paid cash, so in this way our cash balance also decreased. Now let us see its effect on accounting equation, that is on asset, capital and liability. Here is our accounting equation. Asset, which we denote by letter A, capital, which we denote by letter C, and liabilities, which we denote by letter L. So asset is equal to capital plus liability. Here is our accounting equation. Now let us see whether it is satisfied or not. See, in previous column, that means up to transaction number 8, we had cash balance of rupees 48,000. But now due to this transaction, our cash balance is reducing since we have paid 38,000 to Himani. So by subtracting 38,000 from 48,000, we will get 10,000 as cash balance. Bank balance will remain the same as 20,000 as it was in previous column. There is no change in bank balance. Then stock of goods will also remain the same as 27,000 and we have dues of rupees 51,000. So up to now our total asset is 1,08,000. There is no change in capital. It will remain the same as before in previous column. But there is change in liability. Here, due to this transaction, our liability is getting reduced by rupees 38,000 since we have paid to our creditor rupees 38,000. So now our liability is 0. So again, due to this transaction, again our accounting equation is satisfied. Here on asset side we have 1,08,000 and total of capital plus liability is also 1,08,000. So asset is equal to capital plus liability. Our accounting equation is satisfied. Now let's move to second part of the same transaction. that is transaction number 9. Here it is also given that we have settled account with Himani as well as Jaslyn. So here for second part, our entry will be cash account debit 51,000 and Jaslyn account credit 51,000. Let us see calculation for this amount. Here it is. See, it is given in transaction number 5 that at that time we had sold goods to Jaslyn on credit. And in transaction number 8, it is given that Jaslyn returned goods to us worth rupees 4,000. Jaslyn was our debtor. Earlier she had to pay rupees 50,000 to us, but since she had returned goods worth rupees 4,000, so now she had to pay rupees 51,000 only to us. And in this transaction, that means transaction number 9, it is given that account is settled with Jaslyn. That means Jaslyn paid us rupees 51,000 and by paying it, our account is settled. Now she is no longer debtor for us as she has paid us the amount that she had to pay. Now let us see explanation for this. Here our cash balance is increasing and our debtor is reduced. Let us see its impact on accounting equation. Here it is. Due to this transaction, our cash balance is increasing by rupees 51,000. So previously we had cash balance of rupees 10,000 and now since Jaslyn has paid us 51,000 for goods sold to her, so now our cash balance is increasing. So by adding this, we will get new cash balance, that is 61,000. Our bank balance will remain the same as 20,000. Stock of goods will also remain the same as 27,000. And now, as our debtor Jaslyn has paid us entire amount, so our dues is decreased now. Now total of all asset is 1,08,000. Now let's see on the other side, that is on left hand side. Here there is no change in capital. It will remain the same as it was in previous column, that is 1,08,000. There is also no change in liability. It will remain the same, nil, that means, as it was in previous column. So again, here our accounting equation is satisfied. Now let us move to next transaction. Transaction number 10. Withdrew rupees 5,000 from bank. So here journal entry would be cash account debit to bank account. Now let us see explanation. Here, due to this transaction, as we are withdrawing cash from bank, our cash balance is increasing and our bank balance is decreasing. Now let us see its impact on accounting equation. Here, as we are withdrawing cash from bank, so our cash is increasing by rupees 5,000. So we will get 66,000 by adding 5,000. So previously our cash balance was 61,000 and as we have withdrawn from bank 5,000, so our cash balance is now 66,000. Previously our bank balance was 20,000, but as we have withdrawn cash, that's why our bank balance is reducing by rupees 5,000. So here now our bank balance would be 15,000. Stock of goods would remain the same as 27,000 and now our total asset is 1,08,000. Now let's see its impact on other side, that is on capital plus liability side. Here our capital will remain the same as 1,08,000 and there is no liability yet. So here in this way our accounting equation is satisfied again. Here on asset side amount is 1,08,000 and total of capital and liability is also 1,08,000. So A equals to C plus L. Now let us see next transaction, transaction number 11. Salary of rupees 4,000 paid by check. Here our journal entry would be salary account debit 4,000, bank account credit 4,000. Now let us see explanation for this. See, here salary is an expense. If this is an expense, it is a loss. Who will bear this? The proprietor. Therefore, the amount which goes to proprietor will now come down. That means it will decrease. Here proprietor is nothing but capital. Now since we are paying the salary by check, so our bank balance is also reducing. Now let us see its impact on accounting equation. Here cash balance would remain the same as 66,000 as it was in previous column. As there is no change, we have paid salary but by check. So there is no change in cash balance. Then our bank balance is reducing since we are paying it by check. So our bank balance is reducing by rupees 4,000. So now our bank balance would be 11,000. Stock of goods would remain the same as 27,000. Now total of the asset is rupees 1,04,000. And there is also reduction in capital since all expenses and losses lead to reduction in capital. So here salary is our expense, it reduces capital. So now our capital is 1,04,000. Previously it was 1,08,000, and as we paid salary, so it is our expense. So we will deduct 4,000 and now our capital would be 1,04,000. And there is no change in liability. It is again nil. Again our accounting equation is satisfied. Here asset is equal to capital plus liability. Here also 1,04,000, and on left hand side it is also 1,04,000. Now let us move to transaction number 12. Commission received in cash rupees 3,000 and rupees 2,500 are outstanding. Here two transactions are there in the same date. First, let us pass journal entry for the transaction commission received in cash rupees 3,000. So here journal entry will be cash account will be debited by rupees 3,000 and commission account will be credited by rupees 3,000. And for second part, that is 2,500 are outstanding commission. So here journal entry would be outstanding commission account debit to commission account. Now let us see explanation for the first part. Here we have received commission. So by this our cash balance will increase, and since it is an income leads to increase in capital. Now let us see its impact on accounting equation. Here it is. Here earlier cash balance was 66,000, and as now we have received commission 3,000, so we will add this. Now our cash balance is 69,000. Bank balance would remain the same as 11,000. Stock of goods would remain the same as 27,000. Now our total asset is 1,07,000. Now on the other side there is change in capital balance. Here commission is an income, and all, as I explained you, that all profits and income belong to the proprietor. Here proprietor is nothing but capital. So you can always add income or profit to capital. So by adding 3,000, we will get 1,07,000 as balance of capital. So again here also our accounting equation is satisfied. Now let us see impact of second part of the transaction, that is outstanding commission. Outstanding commission means commission is yet to be received. So receivable income is our asset. So here cash will remain the same as 69,000. Bank balance would remain the same as 11,000 as it was earlier. Then stock of goods would remain the same 27,000 as it was in previous column. Now here our another form of asset is created, that is receivable income. It is 2,500. So any receivable, whatever amount we are or which we will receive in future is asset for us. So here 2,500 commission amount is yet to be received. So it is a kind of asset for us. So it will be added to total of asset. So now our total of asset would be 1,09,500. And as this is an income and income leads to addition to capital, so here our capital balance will also increase by rupees 2,500. So our new capital balance is 1,09,500. So here also our accounting equation is satisfied. That means here also our asset is equal to capital plus liability. That means on left hand side also we have 1,09,500, and on right hand side, that is on capital plus liability side, we have 1,09,500. There is no liability is created yet, so liability will remain 0. So in this way, in the similar manner, you have to show the effect of remaining transactions on accounting equation. That is your homework. I have tried to cover almost all types of transaction. I hope you would have understood this. So that's all for today. So here we are done with this chapter. In the next session, we will be starting new chapter. So keep on practicing. Thank you very much.